Morning, fellas. It's about what, 13 after 7, and we're about 88 degrees in the garage. It's supposed to be a high outside of 104 today. Mild winds, and the garage is trashed from my son moving stuff out of the garage, the wind blowing. It's just been a mess, so I'm going to have to sweep it out. Still got the hood to paint, and still have this corner up here, all in here, and all here has to still be sanded. So we're going to be working on that today, trying to get it painted and see what we get done. Haven't made a video in about 30 days. Reason being is the entire month of June, between my son moving out and then the Nevada State College, them trying to final those 2 buildings up. I must have been out there for almost the entire every day, doing fire inspections. They were even calling me while I was on vacation the first week of July, setting up an inspection for when I got back on the Monday the 13th of July to go out there and do a kitchen hood final. And it was just crazy. I think I probably put in close to almost 55 hours out there in inspection time during the month of June. And so, but speaking of vacation, when Matt, Chevaholic, I'm really sorry I didn't make it up there. I realized one thing traveling with your granddaughters, that what they want to do takes priority over anything that you ever want to do. The Milwaukee Zoo was a priority one day. Great America was a priority one day. Different things. It was a lot different than last year when I came up to visit you. It was just me and my wife. This time when we traveled back to visit my mother and my brother, it was me, my wife, my 2 sons, and my 2 granddaughters, and my daughter-in-law. And everybody has things that they want to do, and God forbid that you get to do anything that you wanted to do. I came to a startling conclusion, though, that I will not travel with my granddaughters again if I can help it, because I like vacation time just as much as anybody, and I'd like to accomplish what things I want to do when I'm on vacation. But needless to say, that'll all go under the water under the bridge, so to speak, because they are my granddaughters and I love them to death. So, but let's see, between that, so the month of June was inspections, my son moving out, throw in the mix my wife getting a wild hair on redecorating the 2 bedrooms upstairs and the living room, and starting to go through this house now that we don't have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old running around it. And so the Camaro sort of got put on the back burner. Plus it's a little bit warm out there to be painting, and I'm thinking, but we're going to do the hood anyway today. So again, Matt, Chevaholic, I would have loved to come up and see your gasser project for the winter. I'm going to be watching those videos with utmost interest, because it's my son asked me if I ever finished the Camaro, what would I want to do? And I told him, I said, I want to build a gasser. And so he said, what type? And I said, I'd like to find a Tri-5 Chevy and do a gasser that we drive on the street. But that's neither here nor there. We got to finish the Camaro first before we can pull another project in this garage. And Matt, definitely wanted to come up and visit you, man, and especially go to that Pabst Blue Ribbon car show that you had up there. So again, my apologies. I wish I could have hooked up with you, but it is what it is. So today's goal is to get that hood painted, and that's what we're going to be doing. I got to pull the Camaro out of the garage and seriously clean this garage floor. And before we do that, and before we even do that, we got to do some sanding on the hood and get it ready. So, as always, when I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, it's going on 2 o'clock.
We're 90 in the garage, and yes, it's configured for painting. We just finished mopping the floor, and I'm going to lay a water around as I get ready to paint the hood. Try to keep some of the dust out. The hood's been blown off. It hasn't been wiped down yet, but we'll get to that here next, and then we'll mix up some paint and we'll start shooting it. So, as always, when I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, it's 3:30, and we're just topping 90 in the garage, and yeah, the hood's done. In my effort trying to keep dirt out of it, and it did get some dirt in it, as you can see, can you see that? Did get some dirt in it, but not as much as the other parts have been. This time I mopped the whole garage floor, and as you can see, I kept it wet all during the spraying. Next thing I'm going to do is, when I do the car, is I'm putting filters up here on both sides, and then I don't know if you can see my staples from when I did it before. Let's see. See the staples in the ceiling? Yeah. I'm going to hang plastic all around, totally isolated off. I'm going to try to get this thing about as dust free as I possibly can. And I'm moving everything out and scrubbing the floor. And I might even go ahead as far as even sealing the floor. But yeah, you can hear clear coat on my shoes. But yeah, you can see some dirt. Not much. I see right there in the cowl area, right there in the cowl area. I ran it trying to hold the gun and get it back this way, plus sitting there shooting it this way. Yeah, this side has a lot of dirt. You can see it. And then did the same right there, trying to shoot underneath there, get that all. But all in all, it's under the hood. It'll work. I'll be happy with it. Like I said, this is not a show car. It's just to keep me happy. So that's it. I got about 45 minutes more letting this thing flash off before I can take everything down and bring the 68 back in. So that's going to be pretty much it for today. So let's see. Next we'll paint this and the hood, the hinges, and that's going to have to cure for a couple of days. So I suspect maybe Sunday, when my sons come up for dinner, we'll sit there and probably try to get this back on. So, but we'll see. But the effort in keeping dirt out, so it improved, but not to the point that I wanted to prove. So filters are going on the fans, both of them, and see how that works out. All right. So, as always, thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. Matt, again, dude, I wish I could have made it up there. Don't travel with your grandchildren unless you want to devote all your time to your grandchildren. That's all I got to say. And those two little girls wouldn't even give me a day. So you guys have a good one, and have a good weekend. Later.